All right, so if you're watching this right now, you have just joined the team, or you joined the team very recently, and I think you've probably seen a little bit about my background, and I just want to have a conversation with you specifically because I've been in the business for 15 years, almost 16 years, and people always ask me all the time, well, what would you do if you had it all over again? I mean, with 15 years experience, what would you do differently? Where would you place your emphasis? And I will tell you this, there's two things that I would do, and they're the most important things, is I would have a great in-home meeting within 4 days of your start, and I would get qualified quickly. And how do we do this? And by the way, you know, I know you probably talked about your reason why. Why are you doing this? Why are you an ACN? And as you've probably heard, most people are an ACN for family or for freedom. My question for you is once you got money as an issue out of the way, what would you do with your time? Who would you spend your time with? Who would you help? And you know, the number one reason, as I said, was family. Well, I want to spend more time with my family. I want to be able to provide for my family in a way that, and give them some of the things I didn't have when I was young. I want to be able to provide for my parents, you know, when they retire. I want to be able to spend more time with my spouse, with my children. And I know that you joined ACN, you got some big goals and dreams, you're very passionate about those. I mean, what are your dreams? Our goal and our mission is to help you achieve those goals and dreams in life. And so the most important two things you can do right now within your first 4 days, 5 days of getting started, is to take 1 hour and to get qualified, and to spend a few hours putting together your home meeting and having that at your house. That's how you get off to a fast start. And for example, you've seen a 100-meter race on TV in the Olympics. And imagine you're racing 100 meters, and imagine exploding out of the blocks, getting the first few, and you know, all of a sudden you're ahead of all the competition. You have a huge edge. But not all people do that in ACN. There's some people who the gun goes off and they stand up and they lackadaisically kind of walk the first few steps. If you really want to have a shot at achieving some of the big bonuses right out of the gates and of having great success, I need 5 hours of your time. I just need maybe 5 hours of your time over the next maybe 4 or 5 days, focusing on the customers and the in-home meeting. So how do we do that? You work with your uplines. So for example, in getting your customers and qualifying, you sit down with somebody, you find somebody in your upline. If somebody hasn't approached you already, then you demand their time. You say, I want you to help me through this. They will either be right there, face-to-face helping you, or over the phone helping you. I don't care whether it's 7 a.m. before work or whether it's 11 p.m. or any time in between. Their goal is to help you, and I want to make sure you get this done. Take their time within the next 24 to 48 hours to get qualified. Second thing is the in-home meeting. I want to make sure that you're going through the checklist, new team trainer checklist, and you're going through the exact language, and let them hear you do your first few invitations. I would practice with them a couple times, and then let them listen to you. Let them hear you. Why is that important? Because typically the person who's doing your in-home meeting, you know, they have experience doing this. They can coach you. They can fine-tune. If they hear you go through maybe 5 to 8 times where they're actually listening to you make the phone call, they're making sure you do it in 3 minutes, they're going to give you pointers here and there. I mean, they're your best asset. How would like Michael Jordan coaching you in basketball? It'd be great, wouldn't it? So if you're willing to accept that coaching, I don't care how successful you've been in business or not successful, if you're willing to accept that coaching, that's going to give you an edge in your first week, and from that, in your first month, your first 90 days, your first year, in achieving all your dreams and goals. So get out to a really fast start and make sure that if you can, people are helping you. I know that your upline will help you for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes on either of these activities. So I would schedule the appointments with them work through it. And if you're going through this new team trainer checklist, here's the language on the back. Here's your goals. You want to go through more than half of these. Spend the 5 hours over the first 5 days. Go through more than half of these. Let's get your business off to a great start. What I love more than anything in this business is when people are promoted to regional vice president and they're crying and they're emotional. And you'll actually see some videos at some point with with some of these promotions. And why are they crying? Why are they all? It's because a lot of their big dreams and goals in life have come to fruition. And being able to be a part of that means everything to me. And if you want to be one of those people, then your first 5 hours spread out over your first 5 days is so important. If you put in 10 hours, that's great. That's even better. But whatever you can do to get off to a fast start, get off to a fast start. We're here to help. We want to help you achieve those dreams and goals. And once again, I will look forward to working with you and to meeting you. And I look forward to hearing how your start goes. Good luck.